Hey, Bill.
What?
I haven't heard about Dead Meat and Skinny Man in a while. I wonder what happened to those guys.
Oh, they're in court, dude. From the last time they, hit the Maggot King.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
They got sued over that one, huh?
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Maggie King didn't, do the settlement, huh?
No.
Oh, not too bad. I hope they don't get that Darth Bill guy as a judge. He's an ass.
That guy is an asshole.
I don't know why. I keep telling you to stop drinking so much. And every time you drink that much, that guy comes around. And you seem to disappear. Why is that?
He's the one who keeps giving it to me.
Well, where are you going every time?
I don't know. I just sit around.
I don't know. But every time that guy shows up, we got to call in Dead Meat and Skinny Man because that guy's a jerk.
True that.
What is going on, everybody? This is Bronco Juggalo.
And Bill.
And we are coming to you with the 2012 film, The Avengers. Welcome back to the Comic Cave, everybody. We took a little bit of a sabbatical last week so we could do the Banana Splits movie.
We had a lot of interesting films drop in our lap.
We did the darker Comic Cave with Brightburn.
Yep.
Hope you guys enjoyed that. In fact, I know you did because your reviews told me so.
Nice.
So today we are doing the Avengers. This will wrap up Phase 1 of the MCU. Phase 1. Directed by Joss Whedon, who I personally am a huge fan of. Not for Buffy or for Angel. Fuck those shows. Sorry, Joss. I mean, a lot of people love him, but they're just not my forte.
Not mine either.
But I love him for Firefly and Serenity. Those are mine.
Those are good.
In fact, I think Firefly is still the second greatest television show ever made.
What's the first?
Live action show? Sopranos.
I never saw that one all the way.
You need to. I'll loan them all to you if you want. I've got them all.
I should probably watch those all the way because I hear how amazing it is.
It is absolutely amazing. I love that show so much. Anyways, you guys know all the big stars that are in this movie, so we're not going to give you all those again. I'm going to talk to you about who else joined the cast for this one. We got Colby Smulders as Agent Deborah Hill. And for those of you that are comic book fans and know the comic book stories, you know she takes over as head of S.H.I.E.L.D. eventually.
Yep.
And I'm a big Colby Smulders fan because I'm also a big How I Met Your Mother fan. And I love her in that show. We have Mark Ruffalo taking over the role of the Hulk from Edward Norton.
He does a great job, though.
Apples and oranges, but they both do really good job.
They do.
We'll get into that here in a little bit. We got Scarlett Johansson, Hubba, as Black Widow.
She can kill me anytime.
And we have Jeremy Renner as Hawkeye. Now, yes, Hawkeye was in Thor, but he was in Thor very small. In this one, he deserves billing in this review because he plays a central role in the Avengers.
Yes, he does. And he will keep playing one.
And I'm glad he is finally going to get his own movie coming up soon.
Ooh.
Very happy about that.
Very nice.
It's actually Black Widow and Hawkeye getting a movie, I think, together.
Ooh.
So I'm happy with that because, yes, they're not as big and flashy and popular as, Hulk and Iron Man and Captain America. But those were two of my favorite characters from the Avengers. In fact, you remember the Avengers video game, right? The one for the Super Nintendo?
Yes, that was, and it was also in the arcade.
Yeah, we loved that game.
Yes,
in the arcade too.
Amazing game.
I always played as Hawkeye. That started my fascination with that and Robin Hood. Honestly, the cartoon Disney Robin Hood. I love that movie. That started my fascination with archers.
Nice.
So when I play Morrowind, Skyrim, any of those games, I'm always an archer because I found the fun and the advantage to bow hunt or to bows,
Being a sniper.
So, yeah, pretty much, yeah. Loki and a secret force of alien invaders invade the Earth. Wow. And it's up to the Avengers to stop them. Thor, Captain America, Iron Man, Black Widow, Hawkeye, all in one fucking movie.
And this is the first time we're going to get a film like this. We never had one from DC until later on, which I've never watched Justice League.
Justice League?
No, I heard it was shit.
I liked it. It's not terrible. It's just they should have done certain things differently, and they should have waited, I think, to get more of the individual movies out to build that world.
Oh, okay. But anyways, this is the first time we're getting a film like this where we're bringing multiple different movies together.
Yeah, I mean,
making one big team.
In comic books, anyways, yes.
Well, yeah.
You know, we had stuff back in the old days in the 40s, 50s, you know, Wolfman and Frankenstein, Dracula, all that stuff.
This isn't a team-up film.
They actually did have one of those in Monster Squad in the 80s.
Well, yeah, Monster Squad, yeah, but you're right. Oh, okay, yeah, he is right about Monster Squad. Okay. But still,
and then, of course, you also had Van Helsing. Come on, Van Helsing isn't that bad. It's fun. If you just don't consider it a good movie, it's fun, you know?
If you get lobotomized and then watch this film, you'll enjoy it.
Speaking of which, I got a new package from Wild Eye in.
Oh, yeah.
I gotta loan you Clownado. Oh, that's fucking amazing.
Is it kind of like Sharknado?
Yeah, but with killer clowns instead.
Oh, that's awesome. I have to see this.
It's really cool. So, guys, you know what? I have no cons for this movie. He has no cons for this movie. We're going to get into pros. We're just basically going to talk about what we like. But before we do that, I just wanted to say something. This movie had a $220 million budget.
Jeez.
It made $1.5 billion.
Wow.
1.5. Making it the fourth highest grossing film of all time. It took Avatar 2 different theater runs to do that. And I still say this film is way fucking better than Avatar.
A lot of things are way better than Avatar.
Yeah. Why that movie got made so much money is beyond me.
I don't know.
But here's what really is awesome about that. It made its first $1 billion, not million, $1 billion in 19 days. There are movies that go to theaters that don't even last 19 days.
True that.
There are movies that can't make $100 million for almost their entire run in the theater. And this one made $1 billion in 19 fucking days.
$1 billion.
You know what that tells me?
What?
Finally, the comic book fans are on top.
Yeah.
So, there's so much stuff that I like about this movie. One of the things that I love about this movie is a big chunk of this film was filmed right here at Albuquerque Studios, which is now Netflix Studios because Netflix bought it.
Oh.
I fucking love that. I love that they did so much work here. They did work up in for the desert scene. They did work all over the place right here in Albuquerque, which I fucking loved. I like too that I found out that a lot of the streets things they did in New York, the 42nd Street thing. Now 42nd Street in New York is a pretty famous street.
Yeah.
That was all filmed in Cleveland. They did 9th Street in Cleveland and dressed it up to look like 42nd Street in New York.
Yeah, that's funny.
Most of the movie didn't even get the takes place in New York. Did not get filmed there, and it looks like it did. So I was happy with that.
That's impressive.
That was cool. That shows what you can do with some computer imagery.
Yes. Yes, and I like that too. This movie is visually amazing, from start to finish. It is just a visual eye candy for you.
And there's always something going on that you can look at.
Yes.
During the big battle scene at the end, how they did all of that on a $220 million budget is beyond me. But that's about what it takes these days. Yeah. These companies are smart. Okay, I'm not pointing any fingers, and I love DC. And I actually like DC better than I like Marvel.
Not me.
Well, that's because you have no taste.
Just like you, no taste.
I know. When they did Superman Returns, $500 million budget.
That movie was so bad.
But if you ask me, the effects in this one were way more impressive.
Oh yeah, of course.
All of it was. They had more effects and stuff. In my opinion, I don't know if it's true or not, but they had better stuff in this movie than they did. Now, yes, I know there's almost a 10-year difference between them.
Yeah, there
maybe
was
not 10 years. I don't know how long it was.
I don't think it was 10, but it was
because that came out in like 2003 or 4 or something like that, or 2. I don't remember. But yeah, I mean, come on. They do pretty much every Star Wars movie is $200 million budget. Practically all of them are around $200 million.
Yeah.
And then look at the money they rake in. Even the ones that don't do as well, like Solo, which has definitely done its weight in gold in the freaking DVD Blu-ray market.
Well, yeah, I didn't understand why that one didn't do so well. I thought it was a good movie.
Well, 2 reasons. The backlash from Last Jedi, all the whiny people saying they were going to boycott.
Yeah.
And that, of course, caught everybody by storm. And then it honestly is the movie nobody wanted. Because nobody cared about a Han Solo movie because we didn't want to see a different Han Solo. I personally wanted an Obi-Wan movie or a Yoda movie before a Han Solo movie. Or a Boba Fett movie. I'd rather have any before the Han Solo movie.
Yeah, I love a Boba Fett one.
Anyways, different topic there. We'll get to those eventually. Yeah, Star Wars is coming, guys. It is. Trust me, it's coming.
It's always coming.
Yeah.
There's a new one coming out this December.
Exactly, but we're going to actually do some reviews for Star Wars before December.
Okay.
Yep. And we might not be able to do them all together, but they're coming because I'm going to lead up to Rise of the Skywalker.
Oh, cool.
So, yep.
Cool.
Anyways, I love the story of this movie. I love that we have Loki. And, okay, yes, we're going to talk some things, so if you haven't seen these movies...
Where have you been?
Yeah, stop here, go watch them, come back.
Yeah.
I like the story of this movie, and I like how it expands on the story later. I did think it was weird that it did not seem like Thanos and all... If you really look at the overarching, entirety of the MCU, they kind of went here and there to get to where they were going, okay?
Yes.
If he knew the Tesseract was already on Earth, and he wanted the Tesseract, why did he give the other stone to Loki? I didn't get that. Anyways, I like how Loki thinks he's in charge, but in reality, and we find that out in the last seconds of the movie, he's just the pawn.
Yep.
He's as big of a pawn as anybody else.
Yep, and segueing off that, I love this story too, but I love another part of the story as well, is the whole bringing them together. Mm-hmm. I love this aspect of the story of bringing the Avengers, showing how they got brought together and their ups and downs and learning to become a real team.
I love when how Fury gets Black Widow. He calls her up while she's tied to a chair, and she's like, really?
I'm working.
I'm in the middle of something here. I'm getting everything I need from these assholes, basically. And the dude's like, huh? We haven't told you. You're our prisoner. What the fuck? And then she breaks out of there, kicks the shit out of him, takes off, goes to help the Avengers. I loved that. I thought that was cool. Yeah. And then I also love when he's like, no, you got the big guy. And she's like, Tony. He's like, no, the big guy.
The big guy. Yeah, that's something I'll say too. I love about these movies, and said it before, the humor. Mm-hmm. Love the humor in these films. And that's just a little part right there. You've got the big guy. Mm-hmm. And one of my favorite scenes in this film is Loki just in the Hulk's face. How dare you, I am a god! And he stops for a second because the Hulk is kind of surprised that somebody is actually yelling at him. Yeah. And then he just grabs boom, 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 boom. Puny god.
I am a god, you dull creature, and I will not be bullied by that.
Puny god.
And, okay, I don't want to jump... fuck it, we're just going to talk about this movie. I love the acting too in this film.
Yeah.
And I love the acting right there because on Loki's face, when the Hulk goes to grab him, you can see in his face, he's incredulous. He cannot believe
this commoner is
that
touching
anybody
him.
has the gall to do something to him. He's like, he looks so surprised when the Hulk starts throwing him around. I was like, that's so good. I thought it was so awesome.
Oh, yeah.
So cool. So cool.
The Hulk kind of stole the show in this movie a little bit, in my opinion. He did.
The Hulk did for me. Also, I loved the storyline of, Hawkeye being turned by Loki.
Oh, okay.
And then invading the helicarrier or whatever the fuck they ever. I can't remember what the name of the damn thing is.
I think it is called the helicarrier.
Yeah, I think there's another name for it, but when we talked about this, I didn't look it up either. I don't remember.
Nah.
But whatever.
Yeah.
I like when he invades, and I like how Agent Coulson dies. It's Coulson, right?
Yep.
I mean, it sucks because he's been there throughout the entire Phase 1.
Yes.
Just here and there, and he's got that dry sense of humor, and I liked him. So when he died, I was like, damn. But that was the spark they needed to come together, and I liked that.
Yeah.
I also liked how they're sitting there bickering and fighting, and they don't even realize that it's the staff Loki left in the room that's encouraging their anger. It's manipulating them. And I liked that. I thought it was so much fun.
It is. It is a fun film.
Going off of that, the chemistry between those actors.
Yes, the chemistry is great.
These are all people now that, because of these films, if they weren't...
Yes.
Robert Downey Jr. was big before Iron Man.
Oh,
and
yeah.
he had a huge crash, and then Iron Man kind of brought him back. Chris Hemsworth, kind of because of Thor, became big.
Yeah.
He had some roles, some good stuff, Cabin in the Woods, things like that. He was good. Chris Evans, he was in Fantastic Four. He was good in that. Johnny Storm, probably one of the few people to play more than one character. The only other person I believe is Ryan Reynolds. He played in the Marvel Universe. Not in the MCU, but in the Marvel Universe. He plays Deadpool, and he played Hannibal King in Blade Trinity.
Oh, I forgot about that. He did.
But, like I said, these are guys that, I'm not going to say rightfully so, because fuck anybody with an ego like that. Yeah. But I could understand why they would have star egos.
Oh,
and
yeah,
if they do, none of it comes out in these movies. The chemistry between them is just on. They just hit off one another so well. All of them. From Ruffalo to Evans to Scarlett Johansson to Nick Fury, Samuel L. Jackson. They are all just, the chemistry is good. It's just really well done, well acted.
And it's not going to be the first time. We're going to add more people to this that should have bigger egos. And these people that we're going to add later flow and have great chemistry.
Yeah, that's one thing you got to give this entire franchise of the MCU.
We're just at the tip of it.
Yeah, and it's all very well done. It's well put together. They sat down and thought this out really well.
They did.
They really did a good job with that. Even in the movies that aren't as good as some of the others. And as I said, I don't think there's a single bad film, but I have not seen Captain Marvel yet, so.
I have not seen that one yet either.
I've heard everybody talk shit about it.
I'm skeptical just because I want Ms. Marvel. I want Ms. Marvel. Not Captain Marvel. I want Ms. Marvel.
Yeah.
And I didn't get Ms. Marvel.
He's a big fan of Ms. Marvel.
Yes, I am a Ms. Marvel fan, yes. And I'm going to keep going here saying, CGI, I love it. We're doing a great job. Keep it up. And they do.
They
keep it going.
But once again, I'm sorry. You know what's so funny about this, too, that kills me? Everybody talks shit about Disney when it comes to Star Wars. But when it comes to the MCU, people are...
Yeah, they are just ranting and raving.
They do a good job on all these fucking films, whether it's Star Wars or Marvel. And so I'm honestly glad that the biggest fucking, most valuable movie company in the world has these properties, because only they could do it justice, in my opinion.
I think you're right. I don't think anybody else has the resources to do it.
Even in the Justice League movies, which is done by Warner Brothers, who is a huge fucking studio.
They are.
They fuck up some shit on that movie, like the Henry Cavill fucking shaved face thing. He was supposed to look all like gritty and dirty when he rose from the grave.
Yeah.
You know, stubble and everything, because your hair keeps growing.
Yes, it does, yes.
Well, they didn't. They decided to slap a CGI shaved face on him, and you can tell. It looks weird. That's the kind of show I'm talking about. The movie is not terrible, but that was just bad. You know what I mean? And I like all the Aquaman parts in it. I like the Wonder Woman. It's not bad, but there are better movies than
I'll see it someday.
I have it at the house. We'll watch it.
I'll see it someday.
Well, we gotta watch it eventually for this segment.
Okay.
Anyways. What the fuck were we talking about?
We were talking about CGI, but I think we beat that horse enough.
Okay. The last thing that I really want to talk about that I was glad about is they expanded on the side characters.
Okay.
They did. They gave us some insight into these characters that haven't been part of the main group so far, like Hawkeye and Black Widow, and even Nick Fury a little bit. We get to see a little more behind it.
Okay.
We get to see Nick Fury talking to his bosses. You know?
Ah, yes, the shadow people.
We get to see Scarlet. God, why do I keep saying Scarlet Witch? Because it's Scarlett Johansson. We get to see
Black Widow.
Black Widow in her element prior to the Avengers.
Stay with me. Black Widow.
But she was played by Scarlett Johansson. That's where I'm getting flipped. But anyways, yeah, I just like that. I thought it was good. This whole movie is good. This whole franchise is good.
Yes.
This may be how some of our reviews go from here on. We've established most of the characters.
Yes.
We've got. There's going to be some later down the road that we're going to, talk about. But, for the most part, we like these movies, so we're just going to sit here and rant and rave a little bit.
Yeah. And that's fine.
Yeah, cool by me.
That's perfectly fine. So I guess the last thing, if you don't have anything else, it's time. It's time. Did you spot Stan Lee? Where was he?
Where was Stan today?
Oh, he was at the very end. One of the scenes during the credits.
He was on camera being interviewed by the news. And what did he say? Something like, superheroes in New York City? Something like that. Yeah. So, Stan Lee's cameo, come and gone. There we go. Alright, guys. That is it for today. Please check out my Patreon. It is a great way to help our channel. I hope you like some of these reviews coming out. And I've got a lot of stuff coming to you guys this next month. Not only is it on my channel, but I'm going to be showing up on some of my friends' channels as well. And when you donate to that Patreon, when you put forth your help, not only does it help my channel, but you get some really awesome shit too. You get exclusive reviews and videos and all kinds of cool shit on top of the stuff that's already on your tier. And like I said, the smallest tier is $1 a month.
It ain't much.
Thank you guys very much for your help. And those, even if you don't join my Patreon, thank you very much. I love you all anyways.
Hey, thank you just for watching.
Exactly. But this is Bronco Juggalo saying peace.
And Bill saying good night.
We don't need no education.